If you're getting close to retirement or you're thinking about retiring soon and you're wondering, how do you grow your retirement account a little bit more? Maybe how do you make a little more extra income as you retire? Then this is the video for you if you're interested in doing that through option trading or some form of trading. So I'm going to break this down into how to do this in form of a business. And I've shown this to a lot of people over the last decade because I've coached options trading for about more than 10 years or so. I've done things with one-on-one and even some classes. And if you're interested and serious more about your education, feel free to reach out on our website, drop me a quick note down below, and we can connect and discuss things further. In either case, I want to show you how this really works as far as where does the income come from. And if you're brand new to trading and you haven't even seen how money is made in the world of trading, because it might be a little bit different than, let's say, the regular industry, I can tell you that it's not. Yes, some of the technical things are a little bit different in terms of, well, how does this work, or the technological side, or what do you actually do? But as far as the business structure behind it, it's not really that much different. So let me show you how it actually works and where does the money come from. So in the options world and in stock trading, you basically are making money in the same way that you do in the real world. It's just maybe some of the nomenclature and the words are a little bit different, but don't let that kind of trip you up. So I'm going to explain things in a simple fashion. Okay, let's say you buy a house or property. Okay, you buy that house or property. We're going to just call it for $100,000. Later, 5 years down the road, you sell that property for $150,000. Okay, you've just made $50,000 from appreciation. Okay, so as that house appreciated over the 5-year period, you made $50,000. On top of that, you've also collected rental income. Okay, so each time, every single month, you've collected a form of payment for just renting out that property. Now, that could have been $20,000 a year, $50,000 a year, depending on the house and so forth. We're just going to make it super simple. We'll just call it $10,000 per year times 5 years. Okay, you just made an extra $50,000. So you've gotten, in other words, $50,000 from appreciation and $50,000 from rent. Okay, between both of these, you've actually grew your account or value. Now, in some cases, man, that house needs some repairs and it's got some problems. And now you might have, lost a little bit of money. Maybe there was some expenses. Maybe you broke even on the house. You bought it for $100,000. You sold it for $100,000. Well, in that case, you've still made some rental income. So in here, money has come from both spots or both areas. So what you have to realize here is that you're bringing in income from, one, appreciation, and two, the rent that's being paid to you. Now, in the market, we can do the same exact thing. Okay, if you look at the stock market, what you're ultimately doing is you buy shares of something. Let's say you buy shares of Microsoft, okay, and then you buy it at $400 a share. And you can buy tons of shares. You can buy 5 shares, 1 share, 50 shares, 5,000 shares, depending on how much account value you have. So you buy some shares, and then you look to sell those shares at some future date after the stock hopefully appreciates. Maybe that is, $410. Okay, so it goes up $10. You make what? $10 per share. So if you had 1 share, okay, you'd make $10. If you had 100 shares, okay, you'd make $1,000. Okay, so the more the stock appreciates, obviously, the more that you make. Now, on top of that, what's interesting about the world of options, here's how this works, is you can actually make money even if the stock stands still, just like in terms of real estate. So when you go back to this example right here that we've got, let's say we bought the house at $100,000 and we sell it for $100,000. That means the house value stood still, but we still get the rental income. So we can actually do the same exact thing within this example. So if we buy shares of Microsoft for $400 and we sell it still for $400, well, how do we actually make money on it? Well, it's a thing called options. So those things, options, what you're doing is you're pre-selling the stock in advance. So what I can do is, if I go to, let's say, this area here, if I buy the stock at 400 and I say, okay, let's make a deal, you and me, I'm willing to sell that stock for $420 to you at no matter what. If the stock is, let's say, 440, maybe it's 460, maybe if it's 422, I will sell it to you for 420. But for me, holding on to it for you, okay, meaning I pre-sell the stock, you are going to give me a fee for holding it, right? It's a holding fee in a way. And what that does is that you're making, let's say, an extra $200 for waiting 2 weeks to hold on to that stock. So what you can do is every 2 weeks, sell these option contracts at 420. Then, okay, stock doesn't go anywhere. Let's say it's at 400. Okay, next 2 weeks go by, stock's still at 400. You get what? $200. Stock still stays, maybe it goes to 405. You get another $200 by selling the next option contract. Stock stays at 407 or goes up a little. You get another $200. Okay, so what's happening is that over time you are collecting 2, 4, 6, 8, almost $1,000 just by simply waiting for that stock to go to that higher price that you're willing to sell it at. So not only can you make money from appreciating of that stock, let's say it eventually does go from 400 to 420. Well, what does that do? Well, that means you make $20 per share, let's say times 100 shares. Okay, so now you've just made $2,000 on appreciation, plus you've made, maybe it's in 6 months or 8 months worth of premium, depending how long you've sold it. But if you've made $200 for every round or cycle that you've sold that in, well, if you've done that times 10, well, that's another $2,000. So in total, you've made $4,000. I'm going to show you this on the screen, but again, we do classes on this in more detail because of like what are the good stocks to pick to do this on? What premium should you get? How many days out do you go? So when we look at something like this, where let's say you do, we'll just do here CRM, Salesforce. Okay, so this one is a $300 stock pretty much. Okay, and what you can do is buy those shares of stock. Now, for an option, you need about 100 shares normally, at least at a basic beginner level. Later in the future, you actually don't need all of that. But what we've got is we've got 100 shares right here that we buy. And yes, it cost me about $30,000 on that position. But then every 14 days, what I can do is say, well, look, the stock is at 297. I'm willing to let it go for maybe 302 or 305. And that is in 14 days, 2 weeks. So I can go in and sell this 302 or 305 for $410. Okay, so it's $4.10 times 100, meaning I get $410. So what this does is now, if the stock goes up to that level, I'm pre-selling it, collecting this income and collecting this benefit of this premium for pre-waiting or pre-selling that stock in advance. So if the stock stands still, you'll see I still make about $410 or so. You'll look with your eyes down here at the lower left. That is going to show me at expiration about $410. Now, if it heads higher, okay, I'll make about $1,161. Now, that is at expiration. If it goes higher right now and I get rid of it immediately, I don't have time for that pre-selling contract to expire. I would only make $600. But at the end of it, I'd make $1,161. That is the appreciation of the stock plus the $410 right there. And that is how you can make money with options during retirement. Now, not only that, if you're also trading things like AT&T or stocks that pay a dividend, you can actually get a dividend boost on top of that for those shares, which is not something that is kind of common in the normal world. But what you could think of that from a business perspective is, let's say you have this house right here that you're, number one, getting appreciation for. Then on top of that, you're getting rental income for. Well, what about a dividend? Well, what a dividend is if you think in practical terms, it's kind of like a payout or a bonus for holding on to the shares. Well, in this case, if this house produced, let's say, a tree that was an orange tree or something like that, and there was just an abundance of oranges or avocados, you could take those oranges and kind of sell them off in a way, or you get kind of like a boost of, material, and now you're bringing in another form of income or revenue simply from that property. So that's kind of another way of thinking about it. So you can actually make money from 3 sources. Now, we've covered this in a bunch of our classes and so forth. So I've done a bunch of classes on this. So if you want some more knowledge and information and some more insight about this, feel free to reach out. We've got a lot of material on it, or I can even show you a lot of the free videos that I've got, because I've got a search on all the videos specific to retirement and covered calls and so forth. But that's just a starting point. And then you can get into maybe vertical spreads, which are more capital efficient, depending on your level of trading and expertise. Anyways, I'm Sasha, the options coach. Thanks for watching. If you have questions, feel free to reach out, and I will see you next time.